Hey guys, and welcome. I am the Seven Swords, and we are back in Skyrim. Now, a few things to point out from the last episode. Um, while we were exploring the ruins of Zulf, far off in the north, we are currently outside of um, Winterhold, or Windhelm. The first thing I would like to talk about is the ring we got. I did stop off at Clockwork Castle and drop off some stuff, and so now we are wearing the Ring of Menzulf, of Kedozas Menzulf, and which says it grants the user a damage reducing force field. The big thing to notice is our armor rating. If I take this off, we go to 24. This gives us an armor rating of 50. This raises our armor rating to 50, which means it's 26. And I don't know if that's just because the ring is 26, or if the ring just basically adds on to what we have. I think we can now officially say that Akano's ring is probably being replaced by the Ring of Munzulf, because this gives us a good armored force field to work with. The other thing to talk about is this isn't an effect of the ring, but this was an effect I found out Sarah can do. Sarah can walk on water. This water is relatively deep, and yet she is walking on it like it is nothing. It's not an item I have. I have a spell equipped that's doing this. Apparently, when I have Relentless Storm activated, when it's not activated, I sink in the water. But if I activate Relentless Storm, I don't have to be casting it or even have it equipped or even have it up. I float on the water. So that's pretty effective. So now Sarah can get around on the water without um, much problem. But we are here for a specific reason. We have been getting attacked by members of the Dark Brotherhood. We have heard rumors that Aventus Aretino, a young boy here in Windhelm, I keep calling this a different place, it's Windhelm, is trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood for some reason. This is in the base game area. Why? Maybe Sarah's gone a little too far. She's starting to see through the cracks in reality. But Aventus Aretino is a young boy here in Windhelm that is trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood for some reason. Now, she knows a little bit about the Dark Brotherhood. They're a group of assassins that use a rite known as the Black Sacrament in order to sacrifice people to have people assassinated. She knows a little bit about Aventus Aretino as she's heard the rumors, but she wasn't really worried about him until she started getting attacked by assassins all the time. And she's wondering if this Aventus Aretino boy is the one doing it. And to give us a little bit of
And it's
help,
true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar, always with the nonsense. No, no, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. But Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
that's weird to say. Also, has anybody ever noticed that most of the kids in Skyrim seem like either Nords or Imperials? We never see an elven child, and I don't know if that's because of a lack of editing on Bethesda's part or what's going on there. But so this is definitely the right place. Let's see, a novice lock, easy enough to open.
So very tired. Please, how long must I do this? I keep praying, Night Mother. Why won't you answer me? Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Finally! My prayers have been answered!
Are you alright?
It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came! An assassin from the Dark Brotherhood!
She probably doesn't know what to say. She was under the impression that somebody had already come seeing him, so she doesn't really say anything.
You don't have to say anything. There's no need. You're here, so I know you'll accept my contract.
What is your contract?
My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind. Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
So Sarah takes that. She's gonna take the heart. It's hard to get human hearts, and she's gonna need, and they're good for alchemy. So she takes the contract. Doesn't really know if she's supposed to do it, but she's thinking maybe if she goes and checks on this girl of the kind, maybe the Dark Brotherhood's going to do this. Maybe they already agreed to do this. Maybe the kid's just confused. Who knows? But maybe if she goes to see Girl of the Kind, maybe she can figure something out. Maybe she can find out if one of the assassins is nearby and talk to them. Maybe if she can, maybe if she kills Girl of the Kind, the assassins will owe her, so she can like trade them her life for Girl of the Kind's. Maybe Sithis will accept a trade or something. So she definitely plans to do that. So we're gonna head back to Riften. She doesn't really feel like killing an innocent woman, though. She's like, maybe this woman's not so bad. She knows kids can have a wild imagination. She also has been thinking about this whole Dawn Guard issue. She's also been hearing a lot about this Dawn Guard situation. Yeah, just leave, man. You don't want to be in here. But she also feels like dealing with this Dawn Guard thing might be important. She might go deal with that after she goes and looks into this Grella the Kind situation. Mostly this is how I want to do these two quests. I want to get the Dawn Guard started not long after dealing with Aventus Aretino. We will probably go and deal with...
Too lazy to walk.
We probably will go back to Aventus Aretino and deal with him.
Found the right place.
But that will be later. I'm noticing our regeneration is a lot slower now. I'm wondering if that's because of us not wearing the ring, or as much stuff to do. Okay, so it is affected by what our regeneration is normally. Go ahead and put the ring back on.
So many refuse to talk to us. Take a look.
I usually will talk to them whenever I get the chance, just because of the fact that they have good supplies, good trade, exotic ingredients that I can't get anywhere else. Don't really think there's anything here unless they have a Blood Valor Stone. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Only wine. What is that for the... Oh. Ebony Armor of Extreme Destruction. Just in case you wanted to go, just in case we want to be a battle mage. I've thought about it before, but not for Sarah. She had her stint of heavy armor, and I don't know if she's going to want to go back anytime soon. But here is Riften. Honor Hall is here, the orphanage. She does need to go back to Ventus Aretino, I'm pretty sure, because we still need to get paid. But again, I don't know if she's going to kill this girl woman. She's
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
not... She's not really that dark, but maybe see what this woman's like. Honor Hall Orphanage. Interesting.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes,
Yes,
Maybe she doesn't stand out
One
there.
more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here. Until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, girl. Thank you for your...
Yeah, Sarah's starting to understand that this kid may not have been wrong about this woman. May need to...
Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
One thing we can do.
Constance!
Yes, Grelod.
This place is filthy. I have a mind to cancel all town privileges unless those brats start pulling their weight.
I'll handle it. No need to blow things out of proportion.
Not really sure how they can see me. Probably just because I'm not super muffled.
It's Grilla.
Victory is yours! I submit!
Guards don't seem too peeved at me, so I don't think the game registered the kill. I think that it does. I think it's always marked as if you kill Grella, you don't get a bounty, because I don't think I've ever gotten a bounty for killing her. Even though I've done it quite a few times.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords.
Now, with that done, she doesn't feel like she needs to return to Ventus quickly.
If you do...
Instead, I think it's time we go deal with the Dawn Guard.
North. Keep well away from Snapleg Cave. Damned hag ravens have infested the place.
Interesting.
I'm getting out of here.
Thought I heard something. Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later. I'll pay you good. Don't lose it.
No time to talk. Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it. Victory's yours, I submit!
Did you see someone run past just now?
Just trying it.
Yes. I'm going to track down that thief. Murder him.
Well, at least I helped him. Sarah's getting really sick and tired of these thieves running up to her and thinking they can tell her what to do. I also have to say that is one of the more boring, just getting back to my audio mixer, because again, it was bugged out thanks to the way my game works sometimes. But I definitely have to say that that's one of the ones I find more annoying, especially the more it happens. Just because of the fact that it's not super. I probably shouldn't be using. Oh. I didn't realize I was using the Soul Stealer arrows. Well, we might as well deal with this. Our skills are improving. Let's us keep going. We'll go back to Elemental Blast, because I definitely shouldn't be using the Soul Stealer arrow, so I was confused why I was getting the Soul Steal effect every time, and then realized, oh, I'm using the arrows that do that. I think it's this way. Currently trying to find the entrance to the Dawnguard Fort. That is actually another Dragon Priest masks, which we might deal with after we get done with the initial meeting with the Dawnguard and stuff like that. As that will most likely be how we go about getting that Dragon Priest mask. Mostly just feel like I want to get it done sooner rather than later. We have our Imperials who are escorting a prisoner. Not going to get involved. Just like I've said before, she doesn't know how to feel about the whole Imperial thing. But Dayspring Canyon. Will lead us to the Dawnguard Fort. She's done her research into this. She knows she's known about these guys for a while, and now she's finally decided it's time to go actually introduce herself and see what's going on. I've been working towards getting this quest taken care of for a while, and it's time to get it started. We're not going to be finishing it, as this is a very long quest, but we will be getting it started.
Oh, hey there. You here to join the Dawnguard too? Truth is, I'm a little nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you? Hey, don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the best first impression for a vampire hunter, I guess.
I feel like honesty would be the best course of action, but sure. Nerves getting to you, or pathfinding?
I heard what's going on. Vampires, the Dawnguard, all of it. I wanted to help, so here I am.
Apparently his nerves have got to him. That or the Skyrim pathfinding. Here we are to Fort Dawnguard. This is actually quite an impressive place. Here he comes. I always thought this guy was interesting, although I don't think he's very useful, though he might be useful if you do the Dawnguard side. I don't normally do the Dawnguard side.
That must be it. Fort Dawnguard. Wow. Bigger than I expected.
Now I hear fort and I think fort. Feels more like a castle. Here. Sarah's curiosity getting the better of her, and my curiosity getting the better of me. Moss Glen Cave. Excuse me. Ow. I have Dawnbreaker, so I might as well use it. Might as well use a vampire fighting weapon for vampire fighting. Might be another reason why Sarah decided to start carrying it again. Vampires, but plenty of bear. What's up here? I've actually never done most of this, so it's one reason why I wanted to do it. Oh. There's someone. Let's go down and talk to them real quick.
Well, well, you made it. Good. Isran's in the fort. He'll get you sorted out.
What's that you're shooting with?
Never seen a crossbow before, eh? Not surprised. Kind of a Dawnguard specialty. Nothing better for putting down vampires. Here, take this one and give it a try. You'll want to get to know how to use it if you really plan to join the Dawnguard.
Alright. An interesting little weapon. Don't know why it would be better than a bow. Huh. Interesting. Bolts seem similar to what the Dwemer shoot. Interesting. I think I'll keep to my sword and magic. These crossbows are a weird thing for Skyrim, since up till this point you never see them, and now you suddenly find them, and it's just like you find the bolts all the time. You just don't find the weapon itself.
New recruits. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right inside. I'll tell you, the only thing more surprising than hearing from Isran after all these years was hearing that he wanted my help. I immediately realized things must be pretty bad. Looks like I was right.
You've worked with the Immortal before?
I have. There was a time years ago when we were both members of the Vigilance, and both equally dissatisfied with them. Their hearts are in the right place, of course, but Isran and I were never comfortable. We left together, but that partnership didn't last very long. I didn't agree with some of his methods.
Huh.
Go on inside. Isran will want to talk to you.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilance are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want?
I heard you were looking for vampire hunters.
You heard right. I'm glad word's finally starting to get around. But that means it won't be long before the vampires start to take notice as well.
What can I do to help?
I need someone out in the field taking a fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell her about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there.
Innocence, Lost, and
Feel
Awakening.
free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow. It's the least I can do to avenge my fallen comrades.
Tolan, I don't think that's a good idea. You Vigilants were never trained
I know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendarr granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
You...
Dim Hollow Crypt. Not far from Immortal. Just outside Labyrinthia. Far from the Hall of the Vigils. Huh. South of Dawnstar. I'll probably head to Dawnstar then and head to there.
Yeah, boy. Stop skulking in the shadows and step up here. What's your name?
My name is Agmir, sir.
Do I look like a sir to you, boy? I'm not a soldier, and you're not joining the army.
Yes, sir. Isran.
Didn't I tell you to step forward? Farm boy, huh? What's your weapon?
My weapon? I mostly just use my paw's axe when wolves are attacking the goats or something.
My paw's axe. Stendarr preserve us. Don't worry. I think we can make a Dawn Guard out of you. Here, take this crossbow. Let's see how you shoot.
Crossbow? I've never...
A crossbow. Best thing for killing vampires. Just take a few shots at those crates over there. Watch the recoil. Take some getting used to.
I think it's interesting that for us, it's like he gives us an order to go investigate a dangerous ruins.
Found something for you to do, eh?
And then for the boy, he sends him to. He says, "Oh, hey, we're gonna give you a crossbow and teach you how to shoot the darn thing first." It's like Isran sees us and goes, "Yeah, I could probably use you. I could probably send you on a dangerous suicide mission that might get you killed, but you might do some impressiveness for me." And looks at the boy and goes, "Nope, he's staying right here until I can get him up to snuff." We're gonna use Mage's Haven and teleport back to the college, and then head to. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna head to Windhelm and talk with Aventus Aretino about the fact that we took care of Grell of the Kind. Then we're going to go to Dawnstar, and head south from Dawnstar to go to the Dim Hollow Crypt in order to take care of, in order to deal with, what do you call it? In order to deal with this vampire problem. And figure out what this vampire artifact is. Another artifact for Sarah to add to her ever-growing list of ancient relics. She probably realizes that she's trying to collect them. I mentioned them in the episode where we got Keening, that she's collecting these for a ritual that she doesn't realize she's going to cast yet. And it's one that she's going to use Aetherius magic for. But more on that when it comes time to become involved in it. For now, it's going to be continuing on with just collecting them. Partially because part of her realizes she's going to need them, partially because, well, ancient artifacts of power are something of an interest to her. She has no issue in gathering them. She's going to hang on to this crossbow for a little bit. It's not something that she thinks she's going to use too much of, but it's also not something that she feels would be a bad thing to have right now. She doesn't know if vampires are not, or if these vampires might be strong against magic or something. Not that they're going to be. Dawnbreaker and her magic will be more than enough for these vampires. We won't be using Dawnbreaker for much longer, though. The direction we're going to go will mean that Dawnbreaker will have to take another break in our hall, in our armory. That's okay. It's a good sword, but it's not great every once in a while. With my skill in destruction magic, which that's something to be talked about. We are now at level 100 for destruction magic, and I can legendary it. We're probably going to. I'm probably going to legendary it back down so we can use it to upgrade our skills again and get all these perk points back as well. But not just this moment. We also will probably go down the fire path with it next time and plan on that being our case. But like I said, not yet. I don't want to unlearn destruction magic just yet. But let's go talk to Aventus Aretino.
Well, Grell of the Kind. Is she, you know?
Grell of the Kind is dead.
Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. Thank you. Thank you again.
Now, we got the Aventus family, we got the Arentino family heirloom, which is quite literally just this plate. It's about 100 gold. We're going to hang on to it for a little while. Sarah's not entirely sure how to feel about this. She doesn't know what this will do for her in the future. I am aware of what it will do. We have set in motion a cascading of events that will happen soon.
Some old lady who runs an orphanage. Those poor children must be heartbroken.
You'd be surprised. We have to wait a little while before anything happens because of that. We should be getting a visit from our friend soon. Though many packages to deliver, it might take some time. Let's head to...
One of the guards said he saw a maid. What business do... Oh?
Head back to the travel room and then head to Dawnstar. And we'll get started in a dim hollow crypt. Good news about this is that it shouldn't take us super long to get there, and we should be getting ready to just end the episode once we get down there. Kind of hoping we run into the courier before too long. See if maybe he's around. That doesn't seem like it. I won't be super upset if we don't run into him prior to getting to Dim Hollow Crypt. I have a curiosity about it, but I don't think it counts, so I don't think it's a big deal. We'll follow the roads until we get to a point that we have to turn off to go to Dim Hollow Crypt. Dawnbreaker back out. I can't use it for much longer, and once we finish parts of this, we won't be able to use it for quite some time. So I obviously would like to use it as much as I can until then, just to get a nice use out of it. Eventually, we will be putting Dawnbreaker away. Get back in our bedroom until further notice. Most likely until we get around to the ritual that she will be performing. I might explain the multiple possible endings for Sarah's story, depending on what you would rather have happen. I will talk about them as they come up. We're far from any of them happening, but there are a few possibilities. Let's see. Looks like there might be a stairway right there. Up into the mountains. Might be this dim hollow crypt. I know the vigil is right there. Let's take a look real quick, see if we can find anything useful. Mentioned the fact that the guy who was studying this might have been there. Maybe he'll mention what this artifact was. What he thought it might be. Wow. The fire still burns even after all this time. Dogs. Could use that. Nothing much on here. Master Vampire. Vampire Dust. Burned Book. Vampire Fledgling. More dust. Some gold. Another Vigil of Stendarr. It's interesting to see this place like this, especially since she was here at the start of her journey, actually right over here in this corner. I tore through this place. Check to see what's in this chest. Nothing but a little gold. I thought that if you came back here, you could find Ethereum Wars. A book that actually gives you a quest normally, but we already have the quest. We've had it for quite some time. That book pops up quite a lot. Nothing. Yeah, I thought she would find something if she came here. Something about what's going on. But it doesn't seem like there's anything. The thing to do is to go to the crypt and see what you can find. Agnos preserve her. Stendarr have mercy on them. Vampires had none to spare. I personally am not a big fan of the Vigil. I think the Vigil is has a ridiculous thought process. Like, you're working for the god of mercy, yet the way you show mercy is by beating the crap out of Daedric worshippers and stuff. Seems more like they were working for, like, seems more like they would have been better off with being patron to Akatosh or something. No? Oh, it's a fox. I thought it was a white wolf. I was very confused there for a second. Definitely seems like there's a Draga ruin down there. Yep. Tempted to go down and deal with it because it's at the base of this crypt. Actually going to take a quick detour to deal with this Draga ruin, and then we're going to go deal with the vampires in the crypt. Frostmire Crypt. Interesting.
Who in Dagon's name are you? Speak, or I'll cut you down where you stand.
What's going on here? Answer now or I'll blast you.
I was part of the gang in the ruins here. Friend of mine went crazy and stole the boss's sword. They blamed me for it. Look, I'm done here. Mop the floor with these idiots for all I care. Just get out of my way.
Nope. She sees it as she's a bandit. She's not about to let her run off. The way she sees it, all these bandits deserve to be taken care of, and she's going to do just that. Now, we are getting close to the end of this episode. That's probably just about, I know what that was about, so I don't think I'm going to pick it up. Is there a way for me to read it without... That was definitely not what I was looking for. It was far from what I was looking for. I guess we're going to pick it up anyways. Let's go in and take a look at what's going on at this crypt. But that will be in the next episode. See you guys in the next one.